The Bold and the Beautiful, October 3rd, 2025. The Bold and the Beautiful, October drama ignites as Carter proposes. Hope wavers, and Liam rekindles family bonds. The storm brewing on The Bold and the Beautiful this October centers around one woman, two men, and a single decision that could rewrite the fate of three lives. Hope Logan finds herself standing at a dangerous emotional crossroad, caught between a safe, swift promise of the future with Carter Walton and the haunting pull of memories with Liam Spencer. At stake, her heart, her daughter's sense of family, and the direction of her entire life. What begins as a bold proposal from Carter quickly spirals into a slow-burning emotional tug-of-war, where love, loyalty, and longing collide in real time. It starts with Carter. Steady, dependable, driven. He knows what he wants and isn't afraid to say it. In a rare moment of clarity and urgency, Carter takes a bold step and drops a proposal on Hope with minimal fanfare but maximum conviction. He wants to marry her, now. No waiting, no drawn-out engagement, no grand planning. He wants to lock in what they have. Right here, right now, before the fragile spark they've kindled gets blown out by the past. Carter's words are confident but laced with urgency. He's seen too many near misses in his life. He's lost too many almosts. He's done watching happiness slip away while others hesitate. This time, he's taking the reins. But Hope doesn't answer right away. She smiles. She thanks him. She kisses him. But she doesn't say yes. Not yet, because the moment hangs too heavy with everything unsaid. Carter wants certainty. Hope feels conflict. And the conflict starts with one name, Liam. That night, everything shifts. Hope, needing space, chooses to spend the evening with Beth, just the two of them. It's a quiet night. No pressure. No talk of weddings. Just a bedtime story, soft laughter, and the kind of warm, maternal comfort that centers her. But then Liam shows up. He's there to drop off something small. Beth's favorite stuffed animal left at his place. But his presence opens a door that should have stayed closed. Hope invites him to stay. Just for a bit. For Beth, what follows is a night soaked in nostalgia. A simple evening that effortlessly morphs into something heavier. Beth sits between them, watching cartoons. Liam steals glances. Hope laughs at a joke he makes. The energy is old, familiar, dangerous. They move like a family. They feel like a family. And neither of them says it aloud, but both of them feel it in their bones. Later, after Beth is asleep, Liam helps Hope clean up the living room. One misplaced blanket becomes an excuse to talk longer. One comment about Beth's smile leads to a deeper conversation. And then it happens, the memory lands like a brick. The life they had. The dreams they once chased. The picture-perfect family that could have been. Liam doesn't push. But Hope sees it in his eyes. The unspoken what if drips off every sentence. She asks him if he's happy. He hesitates. He tells her the truth, he still thinks about it. About them. About Beth. About the life they walked away from too soon. Hope feels her heart pull in directions she can't control. Carter's ring is practically burning a hole in her hand. But this quiet moment with Liam? It's not something Carter can replicate. It's history. It's pain. It's love that never quite died. The next morning, everything is tangled. Hope tells Carter she needs more time. Carter, ever the gentleman, tries to hide his disappointment, but it cuts deep. He gave her his heart on a silver platter. He offered her a future without chaos, without doubt. And she's hesitating. He suspects why. He doesn't say Liam's name, but the look on his face says it all. He knows he's not just competing for Hope's heart, he's competing against her past. Word starts to spread quietly through Forrester. Whispers about a spontaneous wedding proposal. Some cheer. Others wonder. Ridge hears and raises an eyebrow. Brooke is torn. She wants Hope to move on. But not if she's forcing herself to forget what her heart truly wants. Thomas, watching from a distance, stays quiet. He knows what it's like to want Hope and not be wanted back. Meanwhile, Liam is spiraling. He didn't mean to fall back into old feelings. But seeing Hope, seeing Beth, reminded him of everything he lost. He tries to stay strong, to honor the boundary they agreed on, but it's eating away at him. Elektra, sensing the tension, backs off. She's no stranger to playing second fiddle in a triangle. She refuses to be another stepping stone in a Spencer-Logan love cycle. Back at Forrester, Carter is done waiting. He arranges a last-minute wedding at the Cliff House. Simple, elegant, just family, just them. He tells Hope he'll be waiting at 3 p.m. If she shows, they'll be married. If she doesn't, he'll walk away for good. The day arrives. Hope stands in her room, the dress laid out. Her makeup half done. Beth plays quietly on the carpet. Brooke hovers outside the door, sensing her daughter's indecision but saying nothing. She knows better than to force Hope in either direction. The weight of the decision belongs to her alone. Meanwhile, at the Cliff House, guests arrive. Carter waits at the altar, hands clenched, eyes on the door. Ridge stands beside him. Donna and Katie exchange glances. No one says it, but the tension is suffocating. At 2:45, Hope is still at home. Liam knocks on her door. She opens it. They don't speak. Their eyes say everything. He says he's not here to stop her. He just needed to see her. One last time. Before she makes the choice that changes everything. Hope asks if he thinks she'll be happy. He says he doesn't know. Then he adds, I just know what it felt like last night. And I haven't felt that in a long time. Hope's eyes well up. Beth runs over and hugs Liam's leg. Hope looks at the clock. It's 2:55. Carter stands under the arch. The music begins. The guests turn. The door stays closed. The camera cuts between Carter waiting and Hope frozen in place. Clutching the edge of the kitchen counter. Heart racing. Tears building. Liam watching her but not moving. And then she grabs her keys. The car pulls up to the house at 3:10. Everyone is still waiting. Carter turns, sees her. But the look on her face says everything. She couldn't do it. She walks toward him. Not in a wedding gown. Just herself. She apologizes. She says the words that slice him in two. You deserve someone who's all in. I thought I could be that person. I'm not. She walks out. Carter doesn't chase her. She gets in the car. She drives away. To Liam? Maybe. To herself? Definitely. What's certain is this, the wedding didn't happen. Carter is left at the altar. Hope is left with a heart full of questions. Liam is left with a spark he never expected. And the bold and the beautiful just delivered another brutal, beautiful, and unforgettable emotional showdown. No vows. No rings. No easy answers. Only fallout. And it's far from over. Secrets shatter lives as Luna's pregnancy destroys everything. Friday, October 3rd, 2025, marks a devastating turning point in The Bold and the Beautiful. In a series already known for betrayal, secrets, and emotional warfare, this episode stands out for its ruthless unraveling of family bonds, professional reputations, and personal stability. The fallout from Luna Nozawa's survival and pregnancy hits every major character like a tidal wave. There is no space for healing, no room for hope. Just wreckage, pain, and rage. The first tremor of the day begins with Lee Finnegan, whose life is imploding under the weight of a decision she thought was heroic. Lee had risked everything to protect Luna, her medical license, her reputation, her freedom. She bent the rules, then snapped them in half. All because she believed her niece deserved a second chance. But that faith was misplaced. Instead of redemption, Luna used her freedom to manipulate Will Spencer into sleeping with her while he was intoxicated. Now she's pregnant and the scandal is public. Lee's anger isn't quiet or polite. It's volcanic. She screams in her office, throws medical files across the room, unable to believe that her career might end in disgrace because of Luna's recklessness. To her, Luna didn't just ruin her own future, she dragged Lee down with her. And the worst part? Luna isn't even apologizing. She still insists she wants to build a family with Will. That delusion sends Lee over the edge. She doesn't see a scared young woman anymore. She sees betrayal. She sees consequences coming, and she knows they'll be brutal. But not everyone is abandoning Luna. Of all people, Sheila Carter Sharp, yes, that's Sheila, emerges from the shadows to defend her. Sheila sees something familiar in Luna's desperation, in her willingness to cross lines for love. Sheila believes Luna is being railroaded by a hypocritical family machine more interested in reputation than truth. And while Sheila's support only fuels Lee's rage, it also sets up an unexpected new alliance. With Sheila in her corner, Luna might have more power than anyone realizes. Meanwhile, the chaos spreads across town as Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan Forrester receive the earth-shattering news. Luna is alive, she's pregnant, and the baby might be Will's. The reaction is immediate. Ridge and Brooke are stunned into silence before the horror sets in. This isn't just a scandal. It's a ticking bomb, one with the potential to destroy lives, reputations, and entire legacies. Katie Logan, trying to deliver the news gently, barely finishes explaining before she's drowned out by their outrage. Brooke lashes out first, furious that Lee, someone they once trusted, could hide Luna and unleash her back into their world without warning. Ridge's fury is colder, quieter, but more dangerous. He demands answers, refuses to accept excuses. The moment Katie confirms that Bill Spencer was also involved in keeping Luna hidden, Ridge's patience snaps. Ridge doesn't waste time. He calls John Finnegan, demanding a private meeting, then immediately reaches out to Steffi Forrester Finnegan, whose world is about to collapse again. Ridge knows his daughter's trauma. He knows how hard she fought to recover from what Luna's disappearance triggered. And now, with Luna not only alive but pregnant, and potentially carrying the child of a Spencer. Ridge sees the threat for what it is. Existential. But Ridge doesn't stop there. He wants accountability. He schedules confrontations with Lee and Bill, determined to hold them both responsible for what they've unleashed. Lee's betrayal cuts especially deep. Ridge trusted her, believed in her as a doctor and family member. Now she's an accomplice in Luna's manipulation. He demands to know if she even considered what Luna might do once free. Especially to someone like Will. Will Spencer, for his part, is already falling apart. The weight of the news crushes him before the paternity results even come back. He's barely functioning, and the signs point to a painful truth: he is the father. Every minute that passes tightens the noose. Will, once confident and full of promise, now drifts through his days in a daze of regret and shame. He doesn't even remember the night that changed everything. All he knows is that Luna's claims match his timeline, and the math doesn't lie. And what makes it worse is that Electra Forrester, the woman Will had been growing close to, is watching him unravel with a mixture of heartbreak and fury. She was supposed to be starting something real with Will. Now she's left dealing with his silence, his guilt, and a child that isn't hers. Her dreams of a relationship are being shattered right in front of her. And she can't do anything to stop it. Friday's episode drips with pain and tension. Lee's screams of self-condemnation echo through the hospital hallways. Sheila lurks in the background, feeding Luna's hope with poison-laced sympathy. Ridge roars into Bill's office, demanding to know why he thought it was his right to shield Luna. Brooke joins in, unleashing years of pent-up mistrust against Bill. It's a full-on confrontation, with no apologies and no backing down. Bill tries to defend his actions. He says Luna was scared. That she wasn't a threat. That he only wanted to wait for the truth before condemning her. But Ridge doesn't buy it. Brooke calls it what it is, a cover-up. And now, the consequences aren't just personal, they're public. Will Spencer is broken. The Forresters are under siege. And Luna? She's not in hiding anymore. Steffi Forrester, upon learning the news, doesn't hesitate. Her hands tremble, but her voice is like ice. She issues direct orders to Forrester Creations security to block Luna from every building, floor, and access point. There is no room for error. No second chances. Steffi's trauma is back in full force, and she's taking no risks. At the same time, Finn finds himself torn between loyalty to his wife and compassion for his mother. Lee begs him to understand. She weeps in his arms, begging for forgiveness, insisting she only wanted to help. But Finn sees the truth. He sees the line she crossed. And worse, he sees that the consequences have already begun to destroy everything they care about. By the end of the episode, the entire world of the bold and the beautiful is fractured. Will receives confirmation. He is the father of Luna's child. The news is whispered, then shouted. Electra walks out in silence. Bill sinks into his chair, unable to look his son in the eye. Ridge calls a family meeting. Steffi refuses to attend. Brooke watches her family burn and knows this is only the beginning. There are no winners, only survivors. Luna still clings to the idea of redemption, but no one's listening. Lee faces disciplinary hearings. Sheila makes her next move. And Ridge vows that he will never let Luna come near their family again. October 3rd doesn't just mark a new chapter. It marks a descent into chaos. And as the fallout spreads, it's clear, no family will emerge from this intact.